For 11 years, I was very depressed. I work much with encaustic, with particular colors. So and I couldn't use orange or yellow or red. Then I feel ill. I don't like that colors. And slowly I get from the cool colors. So slowly I go in the half warm and then in the warm, and now I paint with every color. And I love yellow and I love orange to paint with, so or mix.
They're bright, happy, strong, fiery
colours. It heals. Heals. If you are ill.
So onto the final blown wax piece here. But first of all, clean the iron. And that's done quite simply by using clear wax and some tissue. Then cover the card, as we've already seen before, with clear wax, making sure that every part of it is covered. Remember the little trick to stop drips of old wax coming out? Make a strip of tissue and insert it down the gap at the top, front of the iron. Now Elisabeth is loading the card, which has been prepared as before, taped down, with red and yellow wax. And again, she's working in these diagonal corners so that the colours are controlled. Obviously red and yellow will mix to find an orange somewhere. So that's the starting point. For this particular technique, where powder is going to be floated over the wax, make sure that you have plenty of fluid wax for the lighter pigments of the gold to float about on. The gold pigment is so fine, it's very, very dusty that it can blow away. So it needs to be placed into molten wax. Set the hot air gun around the 200 Celsius as normal, and then begin blowing to start finding the orange colour between the red and the yellow.
So if you heat the wax, it goes
molten,
floating.
It becomes fluid.
And it has, it looks like the wax has an own will.
Its own life,
An own life, and you must get in.
Sprinkle the powder gently into the molten wax. If you don't have the wax molten, then the powder will just blow off when you start gusting the warm air over it. And when you do that, do it from a height. See how high Elisabeth's holding the gun? Way up from the dust, so that it has time to melt. And this dust will melt. It'll form into a floating liquid, just like the silver block did. The finer the pigment used, then the more mirror-like the end result will be. Metallic, glossy mirrors. Search around and see what you can find. The blocks work, but there are other pigments available, all sorts. This dust actually melts, and once it's been melted in, you can see how to use it in exactly the same way as before. Make it an experience, an adventure. See what forms arise. But when you find something you like, remember, don't destroy it, because you'll never be able to find that exact form again. Make it fun, a journey.
some of your images, the sort of figures come out, the mystical images, things emerge that you didn't really put there strongly at the beginning.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So you just let yourself go.
Yes.
With the wax.
Yes. When I paint, slowly on there come the spirit and I do it.
You just let.
I don't know before what I shall do.
Mm-hmm.
I know the colors.
And when the wax has cooled down, just polish lightly, buff it up into that beautiful sheen to bring the colours to life.